let's have a look at. I actually want to view it on YouTube as well. So, hey YouTube, I'm sure I'm live right now. Just getting used to this. Shut that door for me.
Yep.
You checking our phone if we're live for me? It's super easy to do on Facebook. It's super not obvious. I can't see the stream. Live chat.
Bound for bound.
Why can't I see it? I think it is live. Is it live?
After the ad.
Oh yeah, get your ads. Come and get your ads. We've got 9 people in here. Alright.
Yeah,
alright.
There you
Well, I want to be able to see the comments. Why can't I get it up on my thing? Anyway. If I just go out of that, go to this, go into my channel.
go. I'm watching me, watching you, watching me, watching you.
Yeah, turn it down. Now that we know it's live. Alright, let's see if this comes. There we go. Alright, let's do some arm wrestling.
Right, I'm turning mine off.
Alright, and I can see the comments, so when people are commenting on us training, we can actually.
You can take some of these tips first hand, right?
Look
how to beat me.
at that chalk. Yeah, everyone is always telling me how to beat you. Trust me, guys, it ain't so simple. This dude's pronation is something else. Something else.
Nice chalk storm unit.
Keep in mind, my wrist is still stiff.
Oh, that's
It'll still hurt. You gotta be gentle on me. Don't show off now that the camera's on. Arm wrestling's finest. Haven't caught these streams in a long time. Well, this is the first time it's really been done, so you're here for the debut. Testing, Henry Mullet. Hope it's working. Guys, let me know if there's any dramas with this stream, if there's any audio issues. It's actually really nice for me to be able to look down at the phone and see my form from another angle as I pin you or whatever. Or as I... Someone said mutton chops versus the reacher. This wrist needs some blood.
My arm needs it.
Your arm needs it, my wrist needs it.
Reps.
Just that weird little moment. Whenever it's like, this is how you lure people into traps. There's this feeling like there's a door here, and as soon as you walk through the door, you immediately regret your decision. Like, it changes.
And it's gone behind you.
It changes from me threatening your wrist to all of a sudden my wrist goes like that. I'm like, what the hell? It's
there you go. That's the exact angle right there.
Yeah, well, it's so good to see that. I love this. Take this pad out so we can both see it.
Everyone's going to see the, replay live.
The replay. Yeah, that's the shape. That's the little walk I've got to take to get you in trouble. This is the only one. I tested out a little shoulder. Yeah. I'm like, no, that one's not going to happen. Just my dropping hook is the only thing that's the real door. Blocks. I think we're both in a position right now, YouTube, where no one can finish. It's going to be someone's going to have to lose on lactic acid before someone can get through. Jordan feels like he reckons he can go for an attack. I'm playing the defense for a while. It typically doesn't work, playing defense against Jordan. As I said, he gets tall on me. He gets tall on me all the time. I'm running out of lactic acid, YouTube.
Dad,
Yeah, bud.
do you want some cabanassi?
Oh, I'm right. You can have it.
Join it?
I'm good, thanks.
Put me out of my misery. Go.
Go. I can't.
Good.
You gotta pee yourself.
You. Oh, just back off. I would pin myself here too. If this was comp, this is a 6 rounder, I'd pin myself right now. I'm gonna do it.
Don't you do it?
Oh my goodness.
I can take all the mills, but I don't have enough arm right now to finish.
Yeah, you can't just blast through me right now, but
No.
anytime we play that game,
Yeah. I feel
you
good.
win. Yeah. Jordan, Arm Wrestling Finest and Jordan, do you always do the between index cap or do you just do that for slow pulling? Talk about your finger capping because a lot of people ask about your finger capping.
So, primarily I will go with the double cap, and I can still show both my thumb knuckle and the bottom of my hand. I don't know why my thumb's just long. It just secures me a little bit more. Everyone says to cap, you know, to gain control of the thumb. I do it and I just take total control of your thumb.
Double cap.
Yeah. It's like double tap in Zombieland. It's the exact same.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm just making sure.
It's rule number 1.
That way,
Double
at least if one comes off, I've still got one, and then you know I can readjust and make it from there.
Yeah, Lachlan Fortress is saying you need to make your debut in the WAL. It's coming.
That'd be nice.
It's coming. You and Lachlan are almost certainties now. Neil loves you. Alright, let's arm wrestle. Get back. Get back there. As soon as I see YouTube, you saw me just pull through before. Like I can just pull through if I just go, but as soon as I sit around and don't pull through straight away, if I then go to pull through, I can't.
It's like my force field just needs to generate. It's like.
Yeah. You just need the momentum to stop.
Yeah.
Or slow.
Slow's
and then
great.
you're in. I mean, I have to surge hard against you. For sure. No. Presadian has asked, it would be interesting to hear Jordan's opinion of Ryan's progress. What's that smile? I had a pity a few times now. You want progress?
That's a very good question.
I'll let
What
you
was
talk.
that next one? Sorry?
That was another one.
Wasn't there a next
Be
question?
honest, go on.
I think Ryan's found his own path of progression. I think he's come back to the right one now. But the one that I've always been
Are you
on.
trying to tell me my side pressure's not handy?
No, I'm saying that I developed side pressure through your side pressure, but that was because I used table time with different people.
Mm-hmm.
So
Your side pressure is very different than mine.
absolutely.
Yours is a connective tissue, where I have a muscular side pressure.
yeah,
I have the connective as well,
yeah. And I've got a little bit of muscular.
but the muscular version of side pressure is for me big, which means I can flat hand side.
Yeah.
You can flat hand side if you're coiled,
Yeah.
and then you can
Whereas you feel like you're going to break your arm when you do that.
against you because
Yeah.
you have more. Against someone who doesn't have more, I don't feel like. Alright, what else we got? Who do you see as Jordan's potential patch-ups? Let's assume he says match-ups. Could you still pull lightweights, or do you have to pull a 200 pounder?
200 pounders, please.
Yeah, you're not going down to lightweights anytime soon.
I don't want to.
No, you shouldn't ever do it. And potential matchups? Got a wish list?
Come on, Nanastad.
Nanastad, I'd like to see you against Celiaris.
Yeah, Celiaris, Justin.
Justin, yeah. Sorry, you gotta get the cue for Justin.
Just give me the top rollers.
There
All the top rollers.
There aren't many middleweight, genuine, dangerous, crazy hookers in WL.
Not really. I mean...
Is there a genuine hooker? Like, only hooker? There isn't.
Nah, Freud's more all around the
Yeah,
place.
he's all around. There's no one just banging in the hook, in the middles.
No.
They're all outside back pressure pullers.
Yeah, which is good for me. It's great. It's great.
Yeah. Oh, Alan Guerra, there you go. He's a hooker.
He's not out and out.
But he's 90% hook.
Yeah, he's not. Yeah, I suppose.
Get back in. Get a pop up. Why are we in the same shape every time? Alright. Can you please do a can opener? Oh, well, don't ask me to do it. Because I can't.
I couldn't do it from this group. I've committed a little bit too deep.
Let's go no straps, and then you can open me. Easy as pie. So Jordan and I will now enter the hook, and then Jordan will can open me. Alright, just let me in for a moment, alright?
Don't search to the pad. If you hold it, I'll get out. That deep enough?
Alright, I am giving it everything. Ready? You're supposed to yell can opener. So show them the traditional can opener, how high hook set, engage, and then...
I'll go all the way.
Ready, go. Alright, we're in the battle, we're in the battle. And it looks like I'm just doing nothing. I'm trying everything there, I can't do a thing. Oh, we get to see the replay, it looks kind of cool. Alright, what else is everyone saying? What do you think of Frode Haugland's curl video? Haven't seen it. That's what I think of it.
That was good.
Is it just me, or does it seem like Ryan doesn't use much back pressure on Jordan?
It's because he can't.
There's a good question. And this is one of the things that everyone gives me advice on. People say, use back pressure, use knuckles up. Trust me, that's a bad move against Jordan. Jordan's height and big hand allows for him to drop his wrist and use a dragging motion against my rising motion. And a dragging motion, when the hand is secure, is always stronger than a rising motion. Always. Now, note I said when the hand is secure. If Jordan had a small hand and tried to do that, he'd lose his wrist. But he has a big hand, and that's his main weapon. So to back pressure against, like, you love posting top rollers because they go back pressure, and they think they're gonna win. They're like, don't move, ready, go, and you just twist them off like that. So
Cup and drag.
that's the answer. Should do that, whoever asked that. Craig Tullier, all hook. True, pretty much. Mm.
But he's out on injury at the moment. Isn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, someone else has mentioned using back pressure against that kind of leverage feels futile. True. You know where Jordan is vulnerable, as you see me guys, when I successfully pin Jordan, it's with down pressure. Side pressure, down pressure. Supinated down pressure is what he doesn't like.
Yep.
Use a king's move to fight against Jordan. Okay. I'm king's moving. I'm gonna king's move. Oh, this is gonna hurt my wrist.
Yes, it is.
Alright. As per your request, I am gonna king's move. Oh, you're already climbing over my knuckles.
No, I can see your knuckles.
Alright, ready, go. Oh, no, I don't want to. It's just impossible against you. Okay.
If I set knowing that his king's moving in.
Whoever asked for that, I don't like you anymore. Here's a suggestion. I don't know what it's going to be, but just as a suggestion, Ryan, strap the GoPro to your head while pulling. Yeah.
In the eyes of.
You get a close up of Jordan's nose. I don't know if you want that. That's like setting up. Well, imagine this.
The wide angle. You might get a little bit of frosting too.
Oh. Jordan has too much hand to try the king's move. Yep.
As we just demonstrated.
When do I think the Brisbane Club will be back open?
Hopefully sooner rather than later.
Oh, probably a month, I reckon. Hopefully. The way everything's going.
If
we're
gyms-
allowed groups of 5 at the moment.
Yeah, if gyms reopen, then we should be able to reopen.
As soon as the gyms are, we are.
Yeah, it's just dependent on space.
What do I think Jordan's weak point is? This. Supinated down pressure.
If I know it's coming,
Yeah.
I can set a defense for it and make.
Jordan's options against that, he can either just take your wrist, or he can semi come in and rise. But that's my avenue for beating him, if I'm gonna. Chip, chip, chip. The bricks are falling away. The bricks are falling away. Ah.
I went too far.
I gotta admit, I like this live thing because I don't have to edit. I don't have to upload. It's just out there now.
And you can answer all the comments.
Yeah, it's more interactive.
Hope you guys are liking it.
Yeah. Who has more threat, Jordan or Lachlan? Totally different types of threat.
Yeah.
Who do I fear Jordan more than Lachlan because of his technical awareness is elite. Lachlan's is basic. Lachlan's strength is elite, but his awareness. So I mean, yeah, it's the opposite. You have essentially basic strength on a world scale, but you have elite awareness and control.
Yeah.
So I'm more scared of Jordan, but always have been. Hate matches in this place. Screw that. Tell Jordan to stop being a twig and make some gains.
I have! I'm up. What's that? 8? It's not there. Tried to can open for you and the strap wasn't opening.
Strap helps me big time on stopping that. There's that shoulder connection. That superior side pressure once you've got that connection. Any interest in going to the IFA in September? I don't think so. No. Basic reason, we're not even likely to be able to travel by then. And if I'm going to do one big tournament this year, it'll be Zloty again, which is December.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ryan, how does Jordan's hand feel to John's? Very different. John feels like his pronation and cup combo is just invincible. Jordan's pronation and cup combo doesn't feel invincible. It feels like it just won't ever die. John feels like John gasses. I never feel Jordan's hand really gassing. It's just this squeezing feeling. So John doesn't feel like a squeezer. Jordan feels like a squeezer. John feels like a get the hell out of the way. I can punch this anytime I want. Is it deliberate that there are no vids of Lachlan pulling Danny Tesh?
No.
No.
It's just Danny Tesh, like, I swear he's got like an invisible suit when the camera's on. He just like goes invisible. Like I think I got like 2 videos myself with him, so other than comp.
Danny's a very private guy.
Yeah.
The last time they pulled, Danny won, but it was like 2.5 years ago.
Yeah.
Lachlan would crush Danny now.
Yeah.
He really would.
I mean, you know.
Who is the best opponent for Jordan? Well, in my opinion, I'd love to see Celiaris. Celiaris has always been a hand control based guy. I think Jordan would be able to outdo Celiaris in that respect. So I'd love to see that hand battle. But I think, like, honestly, I think, as you guys can see, Jordan is balanced with me, genuinely. If we were in a match, it's 50-50. And therefore, I see Jordan as mid to upper tier WAL. So it doesn't really matter who he faces first. If it's at that mid tier, it's going to be a good match. I think all of them would be a good match.
I've just got a different set of weapons, so I can
Yeah.
take on different people that... Like, I think I'd go worse against Alan Guerra than you did.
Yeah, because Alan can pull without his wrist, and you don't have the arm to hang.
I'd have to be squeezing for a lot longer.
Where you'd do better against Celiaris than I would.
Yeah.
Because his hand wouldn't be such an issue for you where it would be for me.
Yeah.
So funny watching it back.
There it is. It's funny, I took your wrist by driving forward. You were like, take it, please.
It was, and I gave it because I protected my shoulder. I was like, you were gonna just win on shoulder, so I saved my shoulder, but gave my hand, and I'm like, didn't really help. How do you think current Devon would fare against the version of Dennis that beat him? Has his strength weight edged the gap enough?
Nah.
Probably not. Yeah, we've got to wait and see.
Not the Dennis that was.
And
Current Dennis, yeah.
And I mean, let's face it, the Devon always wanted right arm as well.
Yeah.
Devon does rate his right arm better.
Yeah.
And Flankov, I think, is balanced, maybe even left dominant.
Yeah. Well, he's never really lost that much on his
so
left.
a right arm match would be a closer match, but you have to say Dennis is the clear favourite.
Mm. Oh, I felt that kink. Like, I'll stick with it a bit longer.
What's your current weight after the quarantine? 91?
91.
Same weight. What does Jordan think Ryan's biggest threat is? To him or in general?
To me, Ryan's biggest threat is awareness of me.
Yeah.
Ryan's biggest threat for everyone else is his awareness in general.
Mm. On a strength sense?
On a strength sense, it would be your hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny because people don't think of me as a hitter, but my initiation, I agree, my pronated initiation.
You know, your initial surge,
Yeah.
whatever you want to call it, you know.
My pronated initiation allows me to either win straight up or then be in a great position for my high hook and hidden hook.
Yeah.
How tall are you guys? I'm 6'1.5".
I'm just shy of 6'4".
Yep. So 3 inches difference. You guys like this live stream? Is this better than a recorded video?
I'm guessing they're loving it.
Top roll, Jordan! Top roll,
Listen to
Jordan!
this pronation.
Top roll, Jordan!
The first one I was like, oh, hang on, I'll dial in a little bit.
You guys understand why back pressure is no good? Did you see me trying to hit into that then? How hard he was trying?
I think the first one you pulled my elbow up and I was like, oh, gee.
Alright, let's. I'm gonna come forward at Jordan now. I'm gonna be an exclusive inside puller. No back pressure at all. Just gonna be down inside. I'm gonna grip him like I'm a freaking Zoloev or whatever.
I'm gonna be fucking predict.
This is elbow central.
My elbow brings all the kids to the club.
For anyone who says Jordan can't hook, there's a demonstration of him committing in and how a tall guy who's committing in can outdo a short guy. Yeah, you're in your shoulder and I'm outside it. So I always find if you're the shorter guy in a hook versus hook scenario, the onus is really on you to pin, straight up. You're not really going to win the sit around and endure it out unless your hand is just stupidly dominant. But if it's a balanced scenario, you're much better off just going for the kill.
Yep.
As soon as Jordan's like that, I'm in trouble.
I shouldn't even engage. I was like,
oh, you timed that just at the most painful time
you
possible.
like moved slightly back and I was like, go with it.
Oh, I just started to like do an upsurge and you just hit straight at the same time and it just went pow. The elbow connections. Oh. So with Jordan you come forward this time again. Same thing, except I'll set like I am coming forward, but I'll drag and see how it then plays out.
YouTube will call it a pin on me.
That wasn't good. Let's have a replay. Instant replay here on the phone. Alright, was it a pin? Was it a pin? Here it is. Jordan said, was it a pin? Oh, yeah. I like the angle. I reckon no pin. I reckon play on, sir.
I think we need to bring this down in the future to about there.
There's that armception action again. Alright. Tim Doonan says no pin. Good idea, Tim. Oh shit. Alright. Can I win a long game? I'm going to try desperately to win a long game here, guys. Jordan has backed off to about 20% pressure right now because he knows that the micro movement game is going to be won by him. And this makes me turn my hand on more than he's turning his on, which bleeds me out. I'm trying to find an area that's safe to bleed him, that he can't pin me in. And it's tricky. You can see how much his shoulder is committed compared to mine. I'm like in this square position, but I'm ready to kind of drag like this if he attacks. But he's subliminally taking me almost to a pin as it is. My pronation is starting to really flood.
Hey, look at that. Replay.
That's so good. I love this. It's the best setup ever.
We need to have like 20-second matches. No way we're going to instant replay.
Oh, the new haircut looks good. Thank you to Rail122.
Yeah, he's talking to me.
No, he's talking to me.
No.
Definitely talking to me.
I don't look as dishevelled as you do.
No, I gotta
look at that mutton chop.
This chop looks amazing.
Oh, man.
Whew.
Just fry that on a barbecue.
Do either of you think you can beat Schoolboy? I've never seen Schoolboy in the flesh, so
it's really hard.
I have seen Danny Tesh beat Schoolboy.
Yeah.
On a video. But that was when Schoolboy was
4 years ago.
2.5 years, 3 years ago?
No, it was China, so it was
okay, so he was only 17 or something then.
That was when Doug went over too.
Okay.
That was 4. So.
Schoolboy's big. He's 115 kilos or so. And I think he's been arm wrestling a similar time that we have been. So out of respect for anyone that's fully committed, he's probably got the edge. That said, everyone's beatable. I beat people stronger than me all the time. And he may have those weaknesses, vulnerabilities that anyone can have.
I always back my top roll against other top rollers too.
It's very rare for you to... Yeah, and he's a top roller, so good chance you take control of his wrist. And then it's, does he have a legitimate move?
Yeah.
But I'd love a crack at him, man. Set that YouTube super match up.
You're the man to do it.
Let's do it. Schoolboy. A round robin with Schoolboy, skinny guy. Well, let's just have a Lachlan Adair, skinny guy, Ryan Bowen versus Schoolboy's brother Alex and Adam Taranenko. Let's get Russia v.
Oh, that's
Brisbane.
easy.
I know, Adam Taranenko's
Yeah,
great.
everyone's just.
And we all face everyone on the opposite side. Anyway, tricep hook Jordan. You want me to tricep hook Jordan?
Yeah, Ryan, tricep hook me, come on.
I'll tricep hook. You said for me, a tricep hook, I'm interpreting that as a halfway point between a press and a hook.
Do what Coach Ray did. Do it.
Yeah. You let me in a little
That's
deeper.
exactly what happened with Coach Ray.
Let me in a little deeper. So just let's start.
Yeah, you can start there.
Alright.
Alright?
Yep.
You good?
Yep. No, not good. Not good. The hand, guys, I don't know if you realise, it's not Jordan bicep curling yet. It's this big hand. As he claws up through, it just twists your palm out of that tricep hook. So, no, I can't tricep hook him.
How about we all
Ryan, why don't you train pronation more? I train it. It's actually my biggest weapon, and I do train it all the time. I just can't do it to this guy. Styles make matches.
Guess what I train all the time?
I think pronation is the most valuable of all of the fundamentals. But here's the thing about the pronation in this scenario. I'm using pronation. Even though I'm down pressure supinating initiating, me going side pressure, if I didn't have strong pronation, my side pressure would be null and void. I'd just get instantly turned up. The only reason I can get access to down is because my pronation has survived to a certain degree.
Yeah.
Could you do some drag hooking, Ryan? Okay, yeah, drag hooking works on Jordan. Right, gonna drag hook you. This is his vulnerability, a surge on a drag hook. Ooh, alright. I'm in trouble, YouTube, I'm in trouble. There is nothing
Came
left.
back in, I didn't go out.
Do I think Danny Tesh can beat RVJ? Yes. In a hook, yes. I don't doubt that RVJ could pin Danny if he took Danny's wrist the same way I take Danny's wrist. But I'm faster than RVJ. I'm certain of that. RVJ's a slow starter.
And RVJ always wants to go through the brick wall, not around it.
So if RVJ went into a hook with Danny, he's not going to pin Danny. Confident of that. He's not going to pin Danny. No. So, yes, I do think he could.
Here comes criticism on that one.
Is it Jordan's hand length that gives him a pronation advantage? It's Jordan's hand length that gives him a control and drag ability. Jordan can be out the back of my hand, like as if he's running, at the same time as being way past my hand for the control. So he's got heaps of access to pronation and heaps of access to drag. So the length, it's not that he's strong in pronation, it's that he has control of both sides of the fight.
Yep.
What do you call what Jordan just got that pin with? Didn't look like a top roll and didn't have much cup for a hook. That was the drag hook.
Yeah, so I dragged down with my lat, and then I cupped through the bottom of my hand until Ryan's pronation gave out, and then I just surged forward a little bit with a little bit of drive.
And he'd already established a block. I couldn't bring his pronation down anymore as well. So my cupping had gassed, and then he took charge of the shoulder line.
Yep.
Do I know Lachlan's number on side pressure with his spinning handle? When he is like strict starting and doing that, he's doing sets with like 65. That's about where he gets like a 3-rep max at 65. Where when I'm training with Lachlan, I've tapped out at like 45, 50, where he goes all the way to 65.
Last one.
All right, last one, guys.
Last call.
Last call. All right, we're making something good. Let's make it. We've got to find a balance and then have a fight.
Yeah.
Okay, so that balance point's probably going to be me hitting you to about here.
Yep.
And then we fight it out. All right, ready, go.
So what I did at the end there, guys, Ryan had enough side pressure down on my arm where I couldn't get up. So I came forward over the top of him, gave him room to drag so that he didn't have any room left, and then I forced over the top of his pronation.
Yeah, I liked it when you were trying to do that. I felt comfy,
Yeah.
but I can stop you from getting out there. But yeah, you coming forward at me change the directions.
Good old hermit.
Whew. Ooh, that's a nice tight strap.
Alright guys.
Alright guys, Jordan has to run, short
Yeah.
and sweet, but really appreciate you guys being on live. We've got 90 odd people watching
How
at the
long have you been
moment.
live for? What's that? Just over half hour?
I don't know. Yeah, it's now 20 minutes or so.
Yeah.
But yeah guys, really appreciate it. Hope you enjoyed it. We're going to do this more often now that I've got this piece of equipment here. And the podcasts, I'm working on that too, so we're going to have multi-camera angle live podcasts. And what I see on the podcast is going to be you, me, Lachlan, just spinning shit on whatever's going down when it happens. So rather than an opinion-based video from me, it's just like, hey, do you guys see what bloody Dennis said about Devon or whatever? And just literally have a chat live.
Fair enough.
And it will look mint.
Cool.
Anyway guys.
Alright guys.
Alright, now the challenge is how to end this live stream from the GoPro thing. Alright, I'm going back to the GoPro app.
Hope you enjoyed watching guys.
And see you
Signing off.
later.